What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to go over all the resources that you need in order to 6-star a monster. Um, this is going to be from 6-starring an already 5-star maxed monster, and then you're trying to make it a 6-star. So I'm going to go over all of the resources. So how many 1-stars you need, how many times you have to run Feynman with all those 1-stars. We will be on double XP, and then we also have the 5% experience bonus from the guild, and then also the 5% experience bonus from the $30 15-day pack. So you'll see all the bonuses here on the side. So that's why we have the ×2 XP bonus, and then also the plus 15% XP bonus. So that 15% comes from, actually I don't know where that other 5% comes in from, but I know 5% of that is from the guild, because that is a guild reward once your guild levels up to a certain level. And then the other 5% comes from the $30 pack that you could buy every 15 days. So I'm pretty much going to show you what is the fastest way to level up 1-stars all the way to 6-star. And yes, this does involve spending money, and this also involves having a farmer that's capable of doing Fame in Hell. And I know that you can do like Aiden Hell or Chiruka Remains on Hell mode, and that gives a significant amount of more experience than Feynman. I think it's about like almost 20% more. So you could level up even 20% faster, but this is just the Feynman. So if you 6-star your Lapis, and then you get good runes on your Lapis, and you're able to run Feynman Hell on Hell mode. Yeah, so all these numbers and stats are going to be based off of a Feynman Hell farmer that can finish Feynman Hell in 20 seconds. Alright, so now we're going to get into it. So the amount of 1-stars that you need. You're going to need 600 1-stars. So you can either summon those from Unknown Scrolls, and that's pretty much how you just get 1-stars. But yeah, the reason why you need 600 of them is because 300 of them you're going to get to max level, and then the other 300 you're going to utilize to evolve those 1-stars. And then when you get all of those 1-stars to 2-stars, that means you have now 300 2-stars. And with those 300 2-stars, 2 of those, for every 1 2-star, you need 2 of them to level them up, right? To evolve them. So that means 100 2-stars are going to be powered up to max level, and then 200 of those 2-stars are going to be utilized to evolve those 100 2-stars that you powered up to max level. And then yeah, from those, which will now become 100 3-stars. Now with those 100 3-stars, you are now looking at, you need 33, well technically, alright, yeah, so now you have those 100 3-stars. You have to level up 25 of those 3-stars, and then the other 75 are going to be used to, once you get those 25 to max level, then those other 75 are going to be used to evolve each one of those 25 max level 3-stars. And then so that means that you're going to have 25 4-stars from all those original 1-stars that you powered up. And then out of those 25 4-stars, you only need to level up 5 of those. And then those other 20 are going to be used to power up all those 4-stars that you max leveled to 5-star. And then those 5-stars that you just made out of all that chaos is now going to evolve the 1 5-star max character that you're trying to get to become a 6-star. So yeah, sorry, I'm just like thinking about how I want to organize all this in my mind. So so each time you try to level up a 1-star monster, if you have your double XP going, and your 5% bonus from the guild, the 5% bonus from the $30 pack, and I don't know where that other 5% is coming from, so I'm really confused on that. But so that's just like an extra random 5% that I didn't incorporate in all my data. But this is going to incorporate no like free XP, free energy that you get from running these, from running Feynman. This is only going to incorporate just basic ground level stats and ground level numbers. So in order to get a 1-star to max level, you need to run Feynman 3 times. So you're going to create a team of 3 of 1-stars, and then you're going to have your farmer. I'm not incorporating anybody's rep monsters in this either. So you're going to have your farmer that can finish this in 20 seconds, Fame in Hell in 20 seconds. Beth, that I have currently, is able to do it in like 11 seconds to 15 seconds. But that's only if I continue to manual it over and over and over again. All right, so yeah, but it takes 3 full runs to get 1-stars to max level. And you can create a team of 3 for the 1-stars, as well as having your rep monster as the lead. And so that means you have to level up 300 of those 1-stars, which means that you have to create 100 teams of 3 for the 1-stars in order to get the full 300 of them max leveled. So that means you have to do 300 total runs, because it takes those 3 runs to get 3 of them to max level. And yeah, and you have to do that 100 times with your 100 teams of 3. So that means that you have to run 300 runs in order to get your 1-stars to max level. And then for the 2-stars, now you have 300 2-stars. Only 100 of those need to get to max level. But I'm going to incorporate that you can only make 33 teams of 3 of the 2-stars. So I'm going to do another team of 3. So you're technically going to be leveling up like a 102 2-stars. But yeah, in order to get a 2-star to max level, you have to run Fame in Hell mode with the double XP and with the other 10% or 15%, however you want to look at it. Yeah, but the extra 10% XP and then also the double XP will get you the team of 2-stars. You have to run it 7 times. So you're going to run the 34 times 7 is 238 runs. So that's going to be on top of the 300 runs that you did to level up all the 1-stars. And then once you get all those 2-stars maxed, and then you power them up, evolve them, now they become 3-stars. So now you have 100 3-stars. You have to level up 25 of those 3-stars, which is a 3-star. You need 15 runs in order to max level a 3-star. And this is having a full team of your farmer and then 3 3-stars on the team, like we're doing here. Yeah. So you're going to have to run it 15 times in order to level up the 3-star. And you have to do that, and then you're going to have 9 teams of 3. I know that comes out to 27, but we can't do 24 plus 1. That plus 1 needs to get leveled up, so we're just going to do 27. So we're going to do the 15 times 9, which is the 135, and that gets added on to the 300 runs that you already did for the 1-stars, the 238 runs that you already did for the 2-stars, and then the 135 runs that you now did to complete all of your 3-stars. And now you have 25 4-stars available. 5 of those you need to level up to max. So that means that you can't do only 3 monsters, and you can't do only 5. You have to do 6 monsters. So we're just going to incorporate just 1 more 4-star into this math. Yeah, so you're going to have 2 teams of 3, and in order to get a 4-star monster maxed, you need to run Fame in 33 times. So you're going to have to do 33 times 2, which is just 66, because you're going to have 2 teams of 3, and you need to run both of those teams through it 33 times. Yeah, so once you add up all those numbers, the 300 runs for your 1-stars, and then evolve those to 2-stars, and then you do 238 runs to level up all of your 2-stars, and then you do 135 runs to level up all of your 3-stars, and then you do the 66 runs in order to level up all of your 4-stars. And that'll do a total of 739 runs. It's a very daunting number, but I just want to do all this math for you guys. And then, yeah, so it takes 739 total runs to get all of your 1-stars to become 5-star fodder to get your 5-star that's maxed to 6-star. So you could mitigate some of the time taken in order to do all this if you like summon a bunch of 2-stars, or you use like 3-star as fodder, and then also like the Rainbow Mon and stuff will also play a part into it to speed up the process. But I just want to give you the, without using any other resources besides just 1-stars, that's how many runs you need to do. So with those 739 runs, you have to use 5 energy per run, right? Because you're on hell mode. So the 5 energy per run, times that by the 739 runs that you have to do. So that comes out to 3,695 energy that you use overall. So I divided that by 90 because that's how much energy you get per refresh. So I was going to try to incorporate how many times you have to refresh your energy in order, and like how many crystals you have to use in order to make the 6-star. So we did 3,695 energy divided by 90, which comes to 41 refreshes. But since you're buying the $30 pack for the 5% extra experience, maybe it's 10%, but I think it's only 5%. But yeah, regardless, if you're buying the $30 pack every 15 days in order to get like the double XP and all the other bonuses that come along with it, I'm assuming that you're also buying the $5 pack to increase your maximum energy that you get per energy refresh to 100 instead of 90. So if you're doing that, then it only takes 37 refreshes instead of 41. So, but if you don't have the $5 pack, but you do have the $30 pack for the double XP, I mean for the 5 or 10% extra experience, then that's going to cost you 1,230 crystals in order to get all those 1-stars up to creating your 6-star. And then if you do the 100 energy because you bought the $5 pack, the daily pack, then you only have to use 1,110 crystals. Yeah, so that's to go from, this is without, I'll just reiterate that this is without using, you don't have any extra energy laying around. This doesn't incorporate the energy refresh over time. So if your energy refreshes like every 3 minutes or every 5 minutes or whatever your mysterious plant thing is that helps speed up your energy refresh. Yeah, none of that's incorporated into this. So these are just like the ground level stats without incorporating the regain of energy, and then also not the energy that's dropped during your actual Fayman runs. Because I think it's on average that 1 energy will drop like every 2 runs. So you can incorporate that data into your own algorithms if you want to. And then, but then I also did the calculations for how much time it's going to take you to create a 6-star. So with the 739 runs, and then you have a farmer that can farm Fayman within 20 seconds every single time it runs, which this is like a rough estimate of what I did. So if you have like Alicia, if you have Lapis or Beth or anybody else that could speed farm Fayman, then yeah, you should be around like 20 seconds. Especially if I manual it, then I can get it down to like 11 seconds. But yeah, so the 739 runs, multiply that by the 20 seconds that it takes per run, comes to 14,780 seconds. And then you divide that by 60, so you get how many minutes it takes, which is 246 and a third. And then you divide that by another 60, so then you get how many hours it's going to take you. So it's going to take you 4 hours and 7 minutes total in order to get all of your 1-stars to making a 6-star. So I'll just go over all the numbers one more time. So then, because I did just kind of speed through all of this without any numbers actually being on the screen, so maybe I'll update the video in the future to reflect all my speed talking in case you guys wanted to write anything down. But right now I'll just go a little bit slower. So this is with you having double XP on, also being on hell mode in Fayman, and then you also get the 5% experience bonus from your guild, as long as your guild is at, I think, level 26 or 27. And then you also get the 5% or 10% experience bonus from the $30 pack. So you will have to boost these numbers up by 10%, roughly 10%. Yeah, but you'll have to boost the numbers, like the amount of time it takes, by 10%, and the amount of runs it takes by roughly 10%, in case you want to not spend the $30, but you still want the numbers on how long it would take you. This is just like the most efficient way of being able to level up monsters if you're willing to spend money in the game. If not, then yeah, you'll just have to increase everything up by like 10%. Yeah. So we'll just quickly reiterate all this. So you need 100. I mean, you need 600 1-stars, and then from those 1-stars, you're going to create 300 2-stars, and then from those 2-stars, you're going to create 100 3-stars, and then from those 3-stars, you're going to create 25 4-stars, and then from those 4-stars, you're going to create 5 5-stars. These are going to be 5 level 1 5-stars that you're going to use to now feed into your 5-star that's already max leveled, and then that's going to create that monster as a 6-star. If you don't have anything at 5-star max level to 6-star, then that's just a whole nother set of monsters that you're going to need in order to get that one monster you want to 6-star up in level. But yeah, so that's not incorporated in this either. So yeah, 600 1-stars creates the 300 2-stars, creates the 100 3-stars. Did I say that right? Yeah, 100 3-stars, which creates the 25 4-stars, which creates the 5 5-stars. And then in order to get a 1-star to max level with all these bonus XP effects on, it takes 3 runs. If you don't have the guild bonus or the paid pack for the XP bonus as well, then it's going to take you 4 runs. And then for the 2-star monsters, it takes 7 runs to max level them. If you don't have the 10% bonus, then it's going to take you like 8 or 9 runs. I think it's 9. Excuse me. And then for the 3-stars, it's going to be 15 runs to max those out. And then for the 4-stars, it's going to be 33 runs. And that's it. And then for the 5-stars, if you want a 5-star max a monster and just want to know the number, how many runs you have to do in order to max them out, that's 77 runs. But you don't need that. You don't need the 77 at all. That's just a number just for you, just if you want that as knowledge, I guess. Yeah. But out of all those 1-stars, you're going to create teams of 3. So out of the 300 that you need to max level, you're going to create 100 teams of 3. So that means that you're going to do, it takes 3 runs to max level 3 of them, and you need to do that 100 times. So that's going to be 300 runs, and then we'll just keep on going down the list. So 300 runs to max out all your 1-stars, 238 runs in order to max out all of your 2-stars, 135 runs in order to max out all of your 3-stars, and then 66 runs in order to max out all of your 4-stars. But at 2-stars, you do need to make 100 of them, and that's not divisible by 3. So I'm adding in 1 extra team into there in order to level them up. So the numbers are kind of skewed, and same thing with 3-stars and 4-stars. Yeah, but in total, that's 739 runs. So if you just have if you happen to have 300 2-stars already ready and don't need to summon any 1-stars or use any 1-stars, then that's going to cut down 300 runs for you, which is going to cut down actually a pretty significant amount of time. Because in total you need 739 runs in order to get all of your 1-stars, 2-stars, 3-stars, and 4-stars maxed and evolved. The amount of energy that you're going to use, since it's 739 runs, you're going to multiply that by 5, because that's how much energy it takes to run Fame and Hell. That's 3,695 energy, and then I divided that total energy usage by 90, because that's when you use your crystals to refresh your energy, it gives you 90 energy, so that's why I divided it by 90, which gives you 41 times that you have to refresh your energy in order to do all of these runs, which comes out to 1,230 crystals that you need. If you do have the $5 pack, and you can use your crystals to refresh for 100 energy, then that's going to cost you 1,110 crystals to use the 3,695 energy. And then in order to use all that energy with a 20-second farmer, that's going to take you 14,780 seconds to do all that, which comes down to 4 hours and 7 minutes to get your finalized 6-star. So just a little fun video for all the math and whatever, and if you guys were interested on how many runs it takes to level up all your fodder, and because sometimes it just feels like it just goes on forever. And yeah, but if you don't need any of the 1 stars, or you do quite a bit of summons, you could just use all the 3 stars. So if you already have, what is it? If you already have 100 3 stars, then you could just ignore the 1 stars and 2 stars, which is 538 runs that you could just push to the side, right? So with all the 3 stars, as long as you have 100 3 stars, then that's only 135 Faymin runs that you need to do to maximize your, or to get your 3 stars to max level, the 25 3 stars that you need to get to max level. And I technically did 27 3 stars that you need to get to max level, just for simple math's sake. But yeah, so that's 135 runs if you have the 100 3 stars, and then the 66 runs that you'll need to get the 4 stars to max. So that's actually not bad. That's like a little over 200 runs, and I didn't do the math on that. That just shrinks it quite a bit. So you could do the math on that. If it takes you 20 seconds and you only have to do like 200 runs, then yeah, that comes down to like 4,000 seconds. Divide that by 60, 1,600, whatever, math. That's what it is. So it should cut it down to about like an hour and a half to 2 hours, somewhere in like that time range, to do all that. And for how much energy and stuff like that, you could figure that out on your own. This was just like a simple math video of what I wanted to do to show you all the resources that you need, and just break it down bit by bit to help you guys out and help prepare you, and you can prepare your accounts for when you want to 6-star something. Yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. You can either give me a thumbs down if you just hate numbers, hate math, or give me a thumbs up for doing all the math for you. Whichever you like. Leave a comment below if you have other strategies on how you 6-star. Yeah, but just keep in mind that this is without using Rainbowmon, and without using any like outside resources. It's not using any rep monsters. This is strictly just using your own farmer that's capable of doing only Faymin Hell. I didn't incorporate Aiden or Truker remains or anything that gives more XP than Faymin. But yeah, but I'm assuming since everybody probably has a Lapis or some sort of like water farmer, then that's why I just did solely on Faymin. Yeah, that's all I have. So I will see you guys in the next video. Tomorrow's Thursday, so I'll probably do, well, I am going to do a siege battle video, and then I will see you guys this weekend on stream. So thanks for watching the video, and yeah, don't forget to leave me a comment if you enjoyed it, or if not, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right.